What is up, YouTube? That Neon channel here for another video. So today we got the 240, as you can see. So here's a little update on the 240. So before I broke my phone and couldn't get it replaced, I had a couple good videos of stuff I did to it. I don't know what the last thing I posted was. I think it was just stripping the seam sealer. And I don't know if I got any stitch welding on the video, but so I stripped all the seam sealer on the engine bay on both strut towers, and I started stitch welding the strut towers because they're prone to blow apart, whatever you want to say. So I welded these every inch. There's an inch between every single weld, all the way around. They look fucking great to me. Crazy enough, it's only been a month since I did this, and I've already got surface rust. My fucking Neon sat for 6 months and didn't have any rust. That tells you how shitty this Japanese metal is. So I wanted to do one side and then the other and compare it. And this is pretty much done, you know, but it's not in a way. Like this side is almost completely stitch welded, you can see. Stitch welded all the way down there, stitch welded all these, stitch welded all those, stitch welded down here. So the battery tray was sitting right here, and it was so rusty. So I cut the battery tray up, and it just looked so shitty with what metal was still there. And I've seen so many 240 guys just cut this panel out so they can go a wider angle. So I decided, let's be a 240 douchebag and cut it out. So I cut it out. I kept the piece of metal. It's sitting around here somewhere. I don't fucking remember where I put it. But I did keep it just in case I ever wanted to weld it back in. More than likely going to do the same thing with the other side, just to make it a little bit cleaner. I might do one of those humps where they just, you know, run a piece of metal down and call it a day. Haven't 100% decided. This isn't going to be like a daily driver. I probably will never drive it in the rain. But we'll see when that time comes. That's funny. I thought my coilover was hitting my fucking tire, but it's actually just a zip tie down the side there. It's kind of funny. But so that's an update on there. I got this side ready to be stitch welded. You can see all the inch marks. Biggest problem with this side was when I was cleaning the seam sealer out and cleaning the seams with the grinder. What did I use to clean this out? Oh, I have one of these paint deburring things or whatever it's at. The brake booster was in the way. I have to do a 300ZX brake booster upgrade anyways, so that's got to come out. So I'm going to have to drain that brake master cylinder, get that out of there, and put my 300ZX master cylinder on there. I got like a brand spanking new one, so there'll be an install video on that, and I'll be tucking the brake lines, and there'll be a video on that. Then we can finish stitch welding that strut tower, and then strip the rest of the paint in the engine bay, and then we're going to match this car to my Neon. We're going to make them both look identical cars. This is going to be my rear-wheel drive drift car, blue engine bay, mad sparkle, camo colored car with probably a digital camo door, just like the Neon. Probably going to try to make them both exactly matching, both carbon fiber hoods. Because eventually one day I plan on putting an SRT4 swap in the 240, being the first person to do something like that. I mean, people have done SRT rear-wheel drive swaps, but I want to be the first one to put it in a 240 and drift it. So eventually this will have an SRT swap in it. It'll eventually have SRT4 rims on it. I think they'll look sick. Right now I love the rims that are on here. They're pretty close to SRT design. But eventually this will have SRT rims on it and an SRT swap in it. The tranny is the hardest part for me to do a tranny swap. I mean, rear-wheel drive conversion costs $1,000. I get $1,000, I'll do it. Other than that, that's about it. For now, though, because the budget's never going to pay for it, we're just going to put the stock KA back in there and get this thing just on the road so we can drive it. You know, it's been sitting in here so long that it's honestly ridiculous. It's taking up way too much garage space. And this KA runs great anyways. It doesn't smoke. It doesn't burn oil. I mean, it has oil usage on it, but that's from the cam seal or whatever that seal is. I'm pretty sure it's the cam seal. The motor is just immaculate. It's in great shape. We're going to clean it up some. We'll fix up the little leaks like the rear main seal and whatever else leaks. But this motor is just going to get put back in there. Probably going to boost it, and then, you know, after it blows out, we'll eventually start on the SRT swap. But I love this car. I miss it so much. Got so many like aftermarket parts and stuff for this car that I just don't know why it's still sitting in here. I really don't, you know. Tube chassis, 240 SX. It's basically a fucking storage bin. It's got so much shit sitting on it and around it. Yeah, I just wanted to give a little update on the 240. This is probably the slowest project you guys have ever seen in your entire life, but fuck it. I gotta clean this rust off here because I can't deal with any more rust. So I think I'm gonna get the wire wheel out, wire wheel the fuck out of all this rust, and throw some rust reformer on it just to keep it from rusting anymore. I think I'm gonna do that right now because I think it's just gonna get worse if I don't. Look at that fucking rust. This shit was never there a couple weeks ago. I just grinded it the other day. I don't see why I collected rust so fast. There was no moisture or wetness put on here. This side's fine. There's no rust on this side, so why does this side got rust? Maybe it's has something to do with the welding. Pulled out moisture in it or something. Or it's just pulling moisture from the floor. There's your update on the 240. Hopefully we'll get back to this bitch soon. You guys seen the frame rail rust repair. That was the main problem with this whole car, and now we have a brand new frame rail in there. That's not an issue anymore. Now our issue is welding, stitch welding, gaskets, seals, and that's about it actually. Gaskets and seals, put the interior back together. Let's see, there's our welds. We gotta put some rust reformer on that. See, this didn't rust. Some moisture got to that shit over there. The inside of this 240 is pretty clean. There's the other seat over there. There's the other strut tower. Here's your frame rail. Brand spanking new frame rail. I'm happy. I just need to get the bitch back on the road. Believe it or not, 216. No, it didn't even last that long. It was about 5 of 15 is the last time this thing was on the road. Because I got to drive for like 3 months. But yeah, there's your update. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a thumbs up. Got any questions or comments, put them down in the comment section. If you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with your friends. Help me get to 50,000 subscribers. Actually, my goal for this year is 10,000 subscribers. I'm not greedy. I'm just trying to get known. So, share the video with your friends. Do you think this looks like a dude? I feel like this is his head right here. This is his arms. And this is his legs. And I guess his penis. This one right here is his penis. Weirdo. I know. But, again, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace!